Hello, gamer family. Poetry. Fire Emblem recording is like poetry. Me and Seth are here. We're going to do 3 videos, and it's just us. Good old-fashioned Fire Emblem. In front of the towering, craggy mountain... What needlessly fancy, okay. A stone bridge. Then a stone spiraling stairway that seemed to stretch up towards the heavens. From the rough, bare rocks, ominous roars of deep breathing could be heard. Did I ever show the main title screen intro in this series? I know that's like not what we were talking about, but did I ever actually show like the game's opening? Oh, yeah. It's just way worse than Fire Emblem 3's. Because it feels like so much of the detail that was in Fire Emblem 3's opening sequence has not been said in this game yet. Which is why I'm so confused, but okay. Is at the very mountain itself we're alive. The Dragon's Altar, an ancient relic of the old dragon kin. The place where Naga, the divine dragon king, sealed the earth dragons. And now, 600 years later, the earth dragons were awakening. That sounds like a cowabummer. Countless evil dragons were being born. Again, cowabummer, bro. Okay. It's time to get really prepared and stuff. There's no, like, conversation, I guess. I'll pop on the gameplay stuff. There we go. I love how we had 2 generics in the series early on, then nothing else ever again. Okay, I have 1 hammer and use left. I have plenty of warps. Okay, so... Warp. I'm gonna definitely need frost in these maps. Am I able to pick different units every map? Is that how it works in this game? Michaelis doesn't seem to be that good. He has high defense, but that's about it. So honestly, Minerva's probably just better? Okay, did not expect that. Marth will keep using Orphan for now. I don't really think I need to change inventories all that much here. What I do need to do though, 14 magic, 10 magic, 13 magic, 7 magic. Okay. You see, Lind would be able to do way more damage than Merrick can, but she's dead. But that is why I have a lot of spirit dust. Because magic is the only way to attack Garneth. Because I have to use Starlight. So, essentially, I knew I was going to be min-maxing somebody's magic stat. Like, that's way higher than it was. He can probably do a good amount of damage now with Starlight. Because Starlight already does a lot of damage, but now he can do a lot. And, oh my goodness, the item durabilities in the Arcane games actually makes me so sad. Why 13? Of all the numbers you could have chosen, it's just a weird number to make me an item's durability. 13? And then I'm giving the rest of my stat boosters to Chris because I'm a biased little sklunker. Except for resistance, which I think I'm going to give the Marth. Okay, I don't know who I'm going to give strength to. I think 60 is capped HP, so Chris is about to cap HP too, which is epic. I'll still fill both of those in, but I think this is it. This is it, right? Yep. Let's get those items back, Aruno. Let's get you a javelin and a new Silverlands. There we go. And if we have enough money, I might forge another weapon too for fun. So I have HP, strength, res. I only have 1 res, or do I have 3? Oh, I actually do have 3. Okay. Just so I don't have to do a bunch of trading. I also have a secret book. I'm gonna save it and see who's performing well. Whoever's performing well that isn't Marth or Chris, I'll probably give it to. Those are great stats. You get the Mercurius. Oh, and another Worm Slayer. Oh, let's give Marth back to your mom. No, he doesn't need it. Orphan's probably good enough. You're not able to use bows. Let's give you a new dragon pike. Let's give Chris the Gradivis, actually, instead of the javelin. I mean, suck. The Gradivis instead. I have no reason not to use my good-ass stuff. Luke, let's give you the Brave Lance, because I think you can wield it. Yup. Brave Lance. Let's give Barst the Brave Axe that I know I have, and a new Silver Axe, too. Don't need the hammer. New Silver Axe, a Killer Axe, and a Brave Axe. You know, this game would have been so much easier than it already was if I actually was updating my units' inventories. But, alas. Let's give you the Killer Lance. Let's give you another magic. Let's give you a physic and a blizzard. There are chests. I don't know what's in them, so I'll probably have him get those. Everything here looks to be in order. I don't really have very many sword users, or else I'd give out a brave sword. I guess I'll give Marth the brave sword, but there's no reason to. Really? And finally, okay, so the dragons are on the chests. What are in those chests? Is that anything that I actually want? Because I don't know. See, the original game, well, were our chapter 23, 22, 23, and final in this game used to just be all essentially one mega map. Okay. Just a Worm Slayer and a Dragon Pike, so nothing worthwhile. I don't need those. I don't. So I'm not gonna get them. Okay, this looks about in order. And originally, the units that you chose here were the ones you had to use in the end. That's not true in this game, but yeah, let's. While this is going, I'm gonna open up my Doctor Who idle game and do things. As I actually do have something that I want to discuss, gamer family of the YouTubes. I actually have multiple things I want to discuss. Because I mentioned that I would talk about my actual opinions on Chris. And I think it's time. Well, it has to be time. This is probably the last video of the series. So, there's no better time than now. There's also no worse time than now, because there is no more time than now. There is just now. And, yeah. Woo, we're almost done with support dialogue. Yay! This is so weird. This is like the one Fire Emblem game where I'm not reading the supports, but that's because there's just so damn much. Like, oh my lord. Shut up, people. How do you have this much to say? You're all yappers. You're yapping almost as much as I do. And I'm a serial yapper. I'm not a serial rapper. No, I don't know how to rap. Yo, yo, yo. This is, I can't remember the joke. Because there was a rapper joke I did in Shadows of Valencia. Yo, yo, yo. I don't remember my rapper name. I just remember the blah, blah, blah Dick's track instead of diss track is what I said. That's all I remember. I don't know. I still think that's one of the better jokes in Shadows of Valencia. Mostly because Josh and Brandon are just like, what? What was that, a Freudian slip? It wasn't. I thought I was just having fun. I imagine as soon as we start the map, we're gonna get dialogue. And look at this. Look at the death counter, then look how many units I still have. Bloated cast. I'm gonna get to that.
Prince Marth, in this altar lurks many savage barbarians and mage dragons, long gone mad. They have fallen under Garneff's spell and will attack you given the chance. Garneff's servants, the heretic priests, possess great power. They are not to be taken lightly. If you let this battle drag on, it may become fiercer than you can handle. Do not stop. Make for the end at once. Once you defeat Garneff, retrieve the falchion that he stole from your Altea.
Do I need a door key?
As you well know, without the falchion, defeating Meduse will be nigh impossible.
I understand, Lord Goto. My friends and oh my god. Power of friendship! And I shall sally forth to the deepest depths of the altar.
It would be wise to bring this ally with you. She has gained to lend you her strength.
You're...
Another ally from the previous war, sire?
No. I don't believe we've ever met. Oh! So is what? Chapter 24X the only guided map from Shadow Dragon that's not canon? That's weird. I mean, I guess so, because you have to loot, you can't have the falchion and Tiki has to be dead. So, I guess it makes sense. My name is Nagi. I will stop the enemy. You must hurry to the throne room. Go. This time, everything must end. Whoa! Replacement for Tiki. Any good? Probably worse than Tiki, but oh well. That's no one's fault but me zone. Okay, so the Brave Sword's actually better than Orphan. And a cruel twist of fate. Oh, hell yeah, the Gradivis is pretty cool. Misa kinda want to kill Dragon. Can the Dat Dragon? No. Well. So you can move up to there. So Chris, is Chris the worst avatar in the franchise? What makes Chris bad isn't the actual writing for Chris, but the fact that this is a remake of a game that didn't have an avatar. That's what's bad about Chris. Had this been a completely new game, Chris wouldn't get as much hate. Because Chris doesn't have a lot of the issues that I have against modern avatars. There's not a constant avatar praise. In fact, Chris has been insulted so much with Giant saying, oh, your stats suck. Like, in fact, there's been lots of insults about the protagonist character, which never happens in the modern games. Because the modern games is like, oh, Byleth's the greatest thing ever. You're such a great teacher. I love you so much. Have sex with me. Robin's like, oh, you're such a great tactician. You're so amazing at being tactician. Please have sex with me. Corn's like, oh, you're so stupid. We love you so much. You're our favorite sibling. You're gonna change the world. Please have sex with us. And Alir's like, oh, you're the divine dragon. That's so cool. Please have sex with us. But Chris is just like, you stupid imbecile. Your defense isn't that good. Be better. It's like, what the fudge? But the major problem though with Chris is there's no reason for Chris to exist. Now, I imagine after Shadow Dragon didn't sell well, they were like, okay, we need to do something different. I guess they thought that the reason why Shadow Dragon didn't sell well is because it was too faithful of a remake, and not the fact that it was probably just advertised poorly, and that Fire Emblem was kind of just in a slump because people weren't interested in it at the time. That's not what was blamed. They blamed it on, oh, it's too similar to the original, but that's not why Shadow Dragon didn't do well. It probably just was advertised like trash because Nintendo hates Fire Emblem or something like that. So, like, Chris is out of there, and the full name of this game is Fire Emblem New Mystery of the Emblem Heroes of Light and Shadow, which is, by the way, an awful name. Because it's too long. And obviously, the hero of light, Marth, and the hero of shadow, Chris, because Chris is a mysterious hero of legend that disappears from all existence, or some. It's stupid. I don't like that. Again, I don't think Chris as an actual character is that bad. I think what makes Chris bad is the fact that Chris has nothing to do with the story, and the story that they did give Chris sucked. The story that they gave Chris to actually try and give Chris relevance and stakes, the assassin subplot sucks. It's bad. It's stupid. I don't like it. I think it's bad. I think it's just straight up bad. And that's the problem. But Chris as a whole, I actually don't hate. Because another issue that I have like with Alir and Byleth is they're quote-unquote avatars, but all you gotta do is change their gender and name. If that's the only thing you're going to change, it just makes the voice acting worse because they can't actually say the character's name. So if you're not going to give full customizability to the characters, make it so that the only thing you can change is their gender, like seriously. With Chris, you can change everything, it's like, oh, that's nice. That's nice. So at least you could do that. I don't know. I think, honestly, the New Mystery of the Emblem subtitle also did not help this game's case, because this is also one of the worst-selling games in the franchise. And I wonder why. It's called New Mystery of the Emblem Heroes of Light and Shadow. That's a crappy name. Heroes of Light and Shadow, actually, I do like as a name. So I genuinely think this game would have done better if that was the name, and not New Mystery of the Emblem Heroes of Light and Shadow. Like, come on, shut up. That's not a good name. Not a good name at all. So, I don't know. This is a good game. I think it's worse than Shadow Dragon. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I think this is a worse game than Shadow Dragon. I enjoy playing Shadow Dragon more. And I love big casts. I love Binding Blade. I love Radiant Dawn. But this game's cast is just... It's too much. Did they really need to add not just every single character that was added in FE11, but all the characters that weren't in FE3 that were in FE1? And then all the new characters, only really Chris and Katarina on top, and that's like, okay. Chill. There's so many characters in this game. It feels like it makes the pacing feel really bad. Non-stop new character. The pacing is rough. Especially when generics are also in this game, like, I don't know. Which brings me into the conversation of, if they were to remake Fire Emblems 1, 2, 3, not 2. If they were to remake Fire Emblems 1 and 2, what should they do? What should they do to separate this game from... separate a new remake of these games from this game or from the original? Should they base new remakes off Arcadia off of 11 or 12, or should they base them off of 1 and 3? I personally think that a new remake should be pretty much just Fire Emblem 11 and 12. I think Fire Emblem 11 and 12, to me, are just Arcanea. They're really good. I feel like they're a good representation of the continent. I think writing tweaks need to happen in this game, though. I feel like the assassins need a better plot, because their plot isn't good. But I do think it's an interesting idea. But I think trying to assassinate Marth, I mean, I don't know. I think it should be less orphany and assassinating and more just Garnif trying to be a little dip. I think that would work better to me personally. Okay, Divine Stone is effective against dragons. Epic. I did not remember. And I think Shadow Dragon can really stay as is. I wouldn't mind tweaks to things like how reclassing works. And part of me actually does say, keep the Gaiden maps from Shadow Dragon and make them main maps. Keep all the new characters. Shadow Dragon's Shadow Dragon's not the one that really needs any tweaks. It's this game that needs the tweaks. It's just a matter of how far are they going to go in regards to giving the game the tweaks it really kind of does need. Because again, the prologue sucks, and the cast is too bloated. The cast is too bloated. Oh, come on, really? You can't do any damage? That's sucky pants. Oh. Okay. This will be fine. Oh, wait, who has warp? Who has warp? Who has warp? Who has warp? You do. I'm gonna assume that those dragons aren't gonna screw up my day, but I'll do this. So, I don't know. It's really hard to say. I think this game, if they really want this large of a cast, it needs to be longer. Because the thing is, Radiant Dawn has a ginormous cast, but it has over 40 maps. This game has the prologue. If you remove the prologue, this game only has about 30 maps, because the prologue doesn't count, because after the prologue, you pretty much lose all the units that you actually obtained during the prologue when you start the main game. So those units don't count. They don't count. Which is overall, you don't have a lot. No, there are 8 less maps that getting these units makes sense in. And I think that's my biggest issue. The prologue's way too long and it's not fun. I think cutting the prologue would do wonders. Now, you can't get rid of Katarina or Chris, because I don't think you can if you remake the games, you can't get rid of any of the characters that are in the DS games because of Fire Emblem Heroes. Like, the characters, people know of them. They exist. You can't just say that they didn't exist anymore. We've gone past that era because they exist. They're here to stay. It's just a matter of how you go about bringing them back. And I think Gaiden maps is probably the right way to go. We'll use Brave Sword so I don't have to put more durability onto Orphan. There we go. Map's done. So I just think that's really interesting. I think this game just needs more maps if you want to have a ginormous cast like that. And hell, if you really want, you can keep the assassination subplot, just make it better. And the prologue needs to be changed. It needs to be heavily shortened. Like, I'm thinking 3 maps at most, maybe 4, and then that's it. End with the assassination attempt, Katarina's betrayal, and get rid of all the characters that don't start immediately in Chapter 1. Anyways.
Ire, there are stairs leading further in this way. This way, if you please.
Wow, wasn't that such a riveting story, Seth? Riveting. Riveting. Woo! Chapter 23 was still great as you could actually save in between all these maps in this game. That's like one of the best changes of the remake. Unironically, goated change. Suck. Just ahead is the Dark Pontifex, Garneth, possibly the strongest sorcerer alive or dead. Suck. You're fairly resistant to magic, but you'd be at risk facing Garneth. If you must fight him, please take all the necessary precautions.
Yes, sire. Thank you.
See, I like that the game actually is like, yeah, like, you're good, but don't. Okay. This is where I'm warp skipping. With Starlight. Oh my goodness. Oh. In the original game, Garneth wasn't on the throne. He wasn't. Okay. And in case of an emergency warp, I have Chris, Fina, and I'm gonna get the against Dave. I'm gonna put the against Dave. No. I'm gonna put the against Dave. I'm gonna put the against Dave and Militia as inventory in case I need it as a worst case. I shouldn't need it, but you never know. I'm not always the biggest brainer. And also, I'm gonna change out my unit slightly. Instead of bringing Minerva, I'm going to bring... You may be wondering why, YouTube, but I am going to bring Weirs with... Oh, come on! I'm going to be bringing Wendell with the barrier staff, because I'm going to use it on Merrick as well, just to ensure that Merrick doesn't die. Because that would really be a Cowabunga moment. I'm also going to remove someone. I'm going to remove Luke for Nagi, because Nagi's good. In fact, I know who I'm giving all those stat boosters to. The death of Tiki still haunts me. The death of Tiki still haunts my soul. So, yeah. Oh, crud. Oh, that's... Okay. Misa thinking right now. I know that's rare. The arm staff. Where is it? That's right. Okay, I'm gonna be two-turning this map, not one-turning it. Because I want the arm staff. Oh my goodness, so many! Doctor Who idle game moment. As we quickly blow through these. So the real question is, how much damage will Starlight actually do to Garneth? Because I have no idea.
Your key.
Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Cool! Haha! You were able to join! You know, time zones are so funky. Huh.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Because, like, I send a message, then obviously, like, for you, it's like 3 a.m., so, like, it's hours until I get it. It's wacky, but thanks to Doctor Who, I'm really good at converting time zones now. Because Doctor Who goes up at midnight UK time, and I know when that was announced for BBC iPlayer, that was people got unhappy about that. And since I know when Doctor Who goes up in my time, it's just like, oh, I know the time difference between us and UK really easily now. It's like, oh, it's like in the back of my head.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, how have you been?
Oh, I've been busy, man. Busy.
Yeah.
How about you?
I mean, I can echo the busy. Yesterday, I got up at 8:30, went to work at 9:30, got off at 4, and then I started RoboCop filming at 5. So I had an hour to get home, eat, and prepare. So it's like, oh, like all work. And then I was doing RoboCop until like 11 too. So it's like, oh, all work. So like yesterday was so busy. And just in general, like 19 credit hours last semester was, you know, not the best idea, but you know, made it through perfectly fine. But life's busy. But the film grind must continue. It must continue.
Yes.
So, you finished 2 short films your past semester?
So last semester I directed 1, wrote 2 of them, and I sound designed 6 of them.
Holy crap!
Yeah, it was fun.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
I wrote and directed 2, then I was in another 3.
Yeah, I mean that is a lot though.
Still, sound designing 6, that's actually wild.
I didn't get a choice. We only have 3 sound designers, and there were 18 films.
Oh my goodness.
We'll
Yeah,
have to
at
do it.
my school, there's one person who like specialized in sound, so like he's like getting used for everything, and it was like, oh.
Yeah, that's how all
At least you got a niche.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've come, boy. How many times must you get in my way? Enough, I tire of our games. So Nicole, the funny part is, this is the second to last map of the game, so you have absolutely no context. Garneth, what have you done with my sister and the others? Release them at once! I've allowed them the honor of being sacrifices for the Shadow Dragon's resurrection. You will never see them again. Emperor Medius will soon be reborn in his true and darkest form, and they will usher in a new era. 'Tis a pity. Their souls couldn't bear the suffering of shattered into pieces. Even I am powerless to help. Yeah, YouTube, a new remake I think would benefit from just more Garneth, just to give more context to this, because it just comes out of nowhere. Shame, really. I have them to thank for the Shadow Dragon's awakening. Not even the Binding Shield could stop him now. I applaud you for coming this far, but, little prince, you will go no further. I will kill you here and you will die knowing that you are nothing. Anyways, we were somewhere in our conversation, but I don't remember where.
Yeah. Somewhere around sound niches.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I now have boom mic, so like the sound for RoboCop's like way better. I'm excited. I've upped the production quality. So can he do a lot of damage to Merrick? No, he cannot. Perhaps a taste of Elumalu's might is necessary. Boom. Cool. You're too late. The end is nigh. Oh. But yeah, so it's actually been a really, really, really long time since you've been in a Fire Emblem video, Cole. I was just doing some thinking off camera this morning. I was like, wait a second. Wait a second. Cole's only been in 1 Fire Emblem video since Fire Emblem 4 in 2021. And that broke my brain to realize. Like,
Yeah.
holy cow, it's been so long. But you know,
Really happy.
nothing better than coming in for the second to last one of a series.
Yeah, it is a good time.
I think Marth won't die if I put him here. Probably. The Falchion should give him stat. boosts? Probably? Maybe? No, it doesn't. Well, if Marth dies, I'm only going to be upset. What side has the alms staff? The left one. So the real question is, can one of these... Oh, I have the against stave. So as long as I kill the dragon that's on top of it, I got it. Cool. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Now all I need to do is not die for a turn. So, can you use the thief stave? Because if you can, that would be convenient. Yes. Cool, that means I don't have to waste the against stave. Boom. Wow, YouTube. Efficiency. And I will use the alms stave to revive somebody. I don't know who. Has to be next map, though. Because only Elise can do it. Yeah, I'm in danger. Danger! Okay, cool. Now I'm safe. Probably. There's one more dragon, but it's not an issue. Yeah, this map was heavily nerfed, I feel like, in this game. Heavily nerfed. Let's just do a fortify just to make sure everyone's okay. Boom. Marth, don't die. Marth, don't die. Marth, do not die. Marth, do not die. Marth, don't die. Marth, do not die. That's all I'm just going to be repeating, Marth, do not die until Marth doesn't die. Marth, do not die. I think Marth won't die. Don't die either, Merrick. Because I gave you too many stat boosters to die. Okay, Marth lived. Oh, if Ogma dies, I don't care. You know, Seth, I've already gotten this recording session without a death. Somebody needs to die.
That's good.
Somebody needs to die. Oh yeah, Cole, I've become a Fire Emblem masochist.
Yeah.
The death counter in this game is extremely high. Oh yeah, somebody is gonna die because I can't recruit Lena next map because Julian's dead. Somebody is gonna die. Cool. I get to kill somebody in Fire Emblem. I already have in real life.
Fire, this way. There are stairs here leading up.
Context for why that character's name is Suck for Cole. Avatar character got choose their name. This is an Ironman. Originally it was Heart something, I don't remember. But then I lost the Ironman and had to start over in the first episode. So I suck at Fire Emblem, so I was like, oh yeah, I suck at Fire Emblem, so I'm gonna name it Suck. But you know our friend group and how warped they are. So the name Suck has become something different over the course of the series.
I'm unsurprised.
Especially because sometimes the dialogue is, let's go, Suck! And it's like, oh, yeah, of course, that's how it goes.
I'm not really in the mood to.
Well, I'm glad you're not in the mood to either, Seth. For us, it's not the morning anymore, it's noon. It's literally just turned to noon. So, I guess I'll switch to the story screen for this. This is like the final dialogue before the final battle. Oh my goodness, we're almost done. Suck, the final battle is nigh. Manius awaits us up ahead. It won't be an easy battle. I dare not imagine how many of us will be left standing at the end, especially with my record. Either way, the fate of this world rests on our hands.
Fire. Worry not, sire. We will emerge victorious. That's what the fortune teller said.
Fortune teller?
When I was a child, I asked our village's fortune teller for a reading. The old lady held the palm of my hand and said to me, "Ah, your fate is clear to me, child.
And what did she say?
She said that I would follow my calling like an arrow.
Oh? I can imagine that happening.
She said that I'd live until I was 100 years old.
Then why have you on my... Then, Chris, why are you on my death counter 3 times? Including as the first death. Till 100? That is an awfully long time. Oh, I see. If the fortune teller was right, then...
And we are definitely walking out of this ball victorious. Not quite that old yet. So
Are you
rest
sure?
easy, sire.
You're quite right. I feel much calmer now. Thank you, Suck. So I gotta ask though, since you graduated, right, Cole?
Well, graduation's in July, but
You're
course is over.
graduating soon. You seen any
Yeah,
good
yeah.
movies recently, film student?
No, man, I have been so. I wish I had.
Oh, so
wish
you
I'd
haven't
been
like seen
watching.
anything like Furiosa yet?
No.
Oh. Or
No,
full
I'm so out of the modern media loop. I'm
fair.
watching like, 90s films for the last while.
Well, any good of those then?
No, I mean, I don't know. I finally worked up the courage to watch Mamma Mia.
Oh. How did
That
that
was-
go?
You know,
It's Mamma
no, I
Mia.
love musicals. I love musicals. It's just, it's not the one for me, you know.
Yeah, I'm taking a Hollywood musicals course next semester, so that's exciting.
All right. I think there's a film of Be More Chill coming out next year, isn't there?
I don't know. I really don't know what's coming out next semester because it's kind of next school year because it's all kind of gloom and doom with what's actually coming out. Because there's
Yeah.
not a lot. Like this summer's
Yeah.
pretty dead and it's kind of sad.
Yeah. Well, one of my films is coming out in September, so that better be good.
Oh yeah, keep me updated. That's exciting.
Yeah.
And RoboCop should be coming. Ideally, if I get my way, it's gonna be releasing Thanksgiving. So
Okay.
that's if I get my way, though. That's if I get my way. I don't know.
Yeah.
That assumes everything goes really smooth in post-production, and you know how it can get.
Yeah.
You need to get caught up on Doctor Who, though. Have you finally
I
got? Have you
know.
at least gone through like Flux yet?
Oh yeah, I got through Flux.
Well, what did you think?
It was okay.
You see, I agree. I don't think it's as bad as a lot of the internet says. It starts stronger than it ends. The ending is really bad. But there's a couple of really good episodes in there. I like Village of the Angels and War of the Sontarans. I think those are genuinely two of the best stories to come from the 13th Doctor.
Yeah.
And even in the specials after Flux, I also like 2/3 of them. Power of the Doctor is a stupid, fun regeneration story with a bunch of classic Who cameos. It's beautiful. And Eve of the Daleks I actually really like Eve of the Daleks.
Yeah. Even the Daleks is good.
I see my sister and the others, but who are they guarding? No, it can't be. That's Medius! But the princess is around him, sire. You'll be unable to strike down Medius. If we don't do something soon, then the other dragons will awaken, and this battle will rapidly escalate into mayhem. I didn't bring Sirius. I can't recruit Nina. I guess I'm killing 2 people. I'll put them on the death counter now. Haha. 5 lines of the death counter. Beautiful. Not beautiful. Well, beautiful in a certain way, I guess. And what do you suppose I do? How on earth can we save them? Tell me, Jigen. I do not know. But if we are to defeat Medius, we must stop at nothing. What? You can't mean to kill them. It may be necessary. As they are now, they suffer greatly. We must save them, even if it should cost them their lives. Jigen, is this really a decision I must make? You are Altea's crown prince, sire. A ruler must be ready for anything, though it may cost them their happiness. That is all. Enough, Jigen. I understand. Still, I cannot accept it. There must be another way. Even till the very end, I will never give up. Suck, I know how Prince Marth feels. Please, I beg you, find a way to save them.
Understood. I will try my best. But if the occasion should arise, even if Prince Marth himself refuses, I shall release them from their misery. For now, I don't want to think about it. I still want to hope.
Suck. Well, at least you're more caught up than you were last time. That's good.
Yeah, definitely.
It's an improvement. Have you watched the 60th specials yet? Or is that like the first thing that you haven't seen?
Are those the first ones with the new Doctor?
Those are the ones with David Tennant.
Yeah, I saw the David Tennant one.
Awesome. So you just haven't seen the most recent stuff with Shooty.
No, I've seen the first episode of his.
Oh, so you've seen all the specials, you just haven't seen the actual season. Awesome, so you're almost caught up. So what have you thought of Russell T. Davis's return as to Doctor Who so far?
I liked it. I think there's... Yeah, it was good. I didn't really like Shooty's first episode.
See, I walked out of it not caring for it, but then me and my dad kept making little jokes about goblins and coincidences, and as I've rewatched it, I've actually grown to enjoy it. I think it's still one of the weaker episodes of Shooties, I'd say. It's definitely weaker than like the Giggle and Wild Blue Yonder. I think those are pretty strong episodes. The Giggle's really fun, and Wild Blue Yonder is actually just, I think, good. The actual season itself, though, the biggest issue with it is, first of all, the first episode, Space Babies. It's like all the other Russell T. Davis season openers. It really isn't a good season opener. But the season as a whole has been pretty experimental with multiple Dr. Light episodes in a row. And they're great episodes, but it's also like, is this really the best first season for Shooty? And it's like, not really, but they're still good episodes, so I can't complain too much.
I don't know. The Goblins one, I liked. It just felt a bit too, like, fantasy instead of the sci-fi that they normally go for.
Some of the episodes have been a little bit more fantasy-based. 73 Yards is often considered more of a fantasy one, but to me, it's just as fantasy-based as Turn Left. And there's a reason why I compare it to Turn Left. Devil's Court is definitely a little bit more fantasy-based, but Space Babies is a sci-fi one. Boom is it's Stephen Moffat. It's sci-fi. And Dawn Bubble's also decently sci-fi. This week's Rogue it says normal of Doctor Who as we've gotten in years. It is the definition of just normal, good Doctor Who. Nothing too funky about it. Other than it was the perfect episode to have as the first episode in June. That's all I'm going to say. But it's been a good season. It's just, it hasn't felt like, I feel like the stories being spread across different seasons would have helped. Because it just doesn't feel like one season. It definitely feels like there isn't a focus, and I'm just glad that the episodes themselves are pretty good. And Shooty's pretty good. I just wish we've had more of him so far. Why can't I actually kill any of these dragons? Gosh dang it. None of these people do enough damage. It's just like, come on. You do have magic. You don't kill. So happy about that. One off! Bro! Well, it's okay in the end. Because at least I can kill all these dragons. But no, it's just exciting to live in an era, Cole, where Doctor Who's good again.
Yeah.
I have high hopes for the future. If this season to me is right in the middle of all of Russell's seasons so far. And if as long as the seasons keep being that good, there's not a lot to complain about. There could be things that are better. Only 8 episodes in a season, yeah, that sucks, but I'd rather get 8 episode seasons every year as opposed to a 13 episode season every other year. And yeah, I wish there weren't as much experimental Dr. Light episodes this season, but hey, they're good episodes, so they're fine by me. So, I guess, but you gotta get caught up, Cole, so you can see the final episodes in theaters.
Yeah, I do wanna.
Yeah, you gotta binge watch the 6 that are out over the course of like the next week. Then you can see episodes 7 and 8 in cinemas. I wish they were in cinemas here. It's really bummer that they're not.
Just like fly out, watch them in cinemas. Yeah.
It's so expensive to fly out to the UK just to watch an episode of Doctor Who. I mean, I'd love it, but too expensive.
Yeah, $1,400 return flight, probably £30 on tickets. Yeah,
see, because the problem with traveling abroad isn't actually being abroad. Because my understanding is, like hotels and stuff, like you can actually travel across Europe pretty cheap. It's the planes that are so expensive. It's just like it's so painful to actually get over there.
Yeah, no, it's honestly, travel is quite cheap. Like, flights throughout Europe are cheap. Traveling in England itself is stupid. It's more expensive for me to go and stay in Cornwall for a week than it is for me to go and stay in Croatia for 3 weeks.
That's wild.
Yeah.
England really is like America in some ways.
Yeah.
We're just like them.
We thought we'd escape it.
That's like one of the reasons why my family hasn't gone to Europe yet, because we're like still planning our Europe vacation. It's just like, it's annoying because like it's expensive to get over there.
Yeah.
Because once we get over there, it's like fine.
Yeah, once you're here, it's perfectly fine. But yeah, I think it's $1,400 return ticket at the moment.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
If it weren't for that though, I hope I have at least some moderate success in career, so that I could do stupid things like fly out to England to watch an episode of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
That sounds like the best part about being filthy rich, is you just get to do stupid things like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness, it's amazing.
I hope that films-wise, I can like get some work in Europe so I can see more places. I mean, I'm on a film in Hungary next year, which is going to be good.
Are you going to Prague?
I've decided not to apply for a master's this year. So.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
are you still living where you went to college, or are you like in London or something?
I'm still living up where I went to college because it's cheaper up here.
Yeah. We will kill all who defy Lord Medius. Can't recruit her, so she's dying now. And I'll deal with the other person that I can't recruit next turn, because I want to show what happens. Because it's funny, gamer. Cool. And there's no more enemies. In the original game, there's like no starting enemies besides Medius and the 4 dragons. And he has 1-2 range. I shouldn't die. Do you plan to defy me once more, descendant of Henri? Stop with all caps. I'm not kidding. Stop it with all caps. No matter how many times you return, mankind will never surrender. This long battle, I will end it here, once and for all. Ha, you missed. And I just love how Earth dragons just get annihilated from existence. They're just not allowed to exist.
Imagine missing a fire attack.
Now let's recruit. Let's recruit the people I can recruit. Maria, please wake up. It's me, Minerva. What happened to you? Yawn. Get a hold of yourself. Minerva? Medius is... Shh, it's all right now. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm so sorry, Maria. I left you alone for so long. Minerva, I was scared. I was so scared. Oh, how's Michaelis? I think he fought Garneth to save me. Michaelis is fine. Don't worry, Maria. Really? Then once we go home, we'll all be together again, just like before? I'm so glad, Minerva. I actually hit the go forward button. Maria. Boom. And then let's recruit the person that bullied Marth in the beginning of the game. And I think you read both of them, Seth, so I'm going to let you read. While I quickly do stuff in my Doctor Who Idol game.
It's me, Merrick. Snap out of it. I studied magic ferociously, all so that I could protect you. I'm sorry. I failed. Couldn't be by your side when you needed me most. Please, please, please open your eyes. Merrick? Oh, Merrick.
I gotta know if you're thinking of my wavelengths, Cole. Every time this character's name is mentioned, I keep thinking of gamer girls being oppressed.
Yeah. I haven't thought about that in a long time.
I brought back the memories.
Yeah.
Arnold, please. I'm so frightened. Please help me.
What? That was still a wild day.
Please. Thank goodness
Yeah,
you're coming back. It's all right now. I'm here, so. Oh, but since Martha's, everyone's watching, so we can't. Oh well. Elise, I'll never leave your side again. No matter what may come between us, never again shall I abandon you.
This is a C's, right? What's defeat boss? Who has the Ohm Staff? Is it in someone's inventory? If it's in Wendell's inventory, I'm gonna cry because it means I can't resurrect somebody. Come on. Okay, cool. Okay, who am I gonna resurrect? Okay, I obviously gotta resurrect Marth's wife. Well, soon-to-be wife. I can't be a terrible person. She gets to stand the death counter. I feel like getting somebody killed. How do you do against Medius? Bad. How do you do against Medius? Bad. No. Resist the urges. Do not kill. No one needs to die. Oh yeah. Well, YouTube. Time to end the game. Time to beat the game once and for all. Yeah, naive humans, don't think you've won. Your naivety shall be your undoing. My noble thralls become my flesh and blood. Give me your strength. Lamau. I knew that was gonna happen, YouTube. Obviously. Cool, and I actually have 2 uses the against stave, so I can no matter what win. Okay, I didn't know if I couldn't remember if Marth would actually kill. Why have I been defeated so easily? Is this the power of Naga's binding shield? No, yes, humans! This light is only a brief respite! So long as evil lurks with— Okay, this all caps. It's killing me. It's killing me. Within the hearts of man, should this accursed shield be lost, we shall rise to the depths of hell! Do not forget, ever forget! Ah! So edgy. And so done. Cool. That's it. We've done it. Game's over.
Speaking of the game.
I lost the game.
Anyway. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna send a Peter Griffin in the chat.
There's a lot of context for that, Cole, that you don't have and you don't want to know it. The war is, at long last, over. Thank you, my friends. My words cannot express my thanks.
Here, you.
I did it! And thus marks the end of the legend of the Knight Luke. Are we gonna go through every living person in this game? Are we gonna hear from every living cast member? The cast is bloated. This is never gonna end. Prince Marth really did it. Now peace will reign forever. Granny, we did it. We did it. Prince Marth, I'm glad. Most important thing is peace has returned. We're actually gonna go through everyone. My throat can't handle reading it all. I'm just gonna hit the button as I lament the fact that every single character is gonna be speaking. Oh, we didn't get the conversation between Sirius and Nina. It's one of my favorites in the game. Oh well. I got it in Fire Emblem 3. It's fine. Anyways, how about that weather?
Just send a Peter Griffin in the chat.
It better be a good
These are
Peter
the
Griffin.
consequences of your actions.
That's a good Peter Griffin. So Cole, if you have any Peter Griffins to send, now's the time.
I don't think I do. I do not think I do.
You don't have any Peter Griffins?
No.
You know, I should switch. I'm gonna switch to gameplay and story screen now that I think about it. You really don't have any Peter Griffins? I thought everyone had a
Why?
Peter Griffin.
Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something.
I mean, if you go to the Fire Emblem chat on the Discord, it doesn't take a lot of scrolling to see. Josh in particular has put in the hard work by posting a lot of Peter Griffins.
Yeah, I can tell.
Wait, I didn't even realize the furry one that Diego had sent. What the hell? Oh, that was from the first day of Peter Griffins.
Well, I'm gonna stop scrolling where I am, so...
Wise choice.
Thanks to your valiant efforts, Shadow Dragon Medius has been completely obliterated. Medius' servants, the cursed dragons, have once again returned to darkness. As long as the Bible exists, they will never see the light again. Marth, chosen Prince of Light, descendant of the hero Henri. He would not only save mankind, but this dragon as well.
I was only kind of kidding though, Cole. How is the weather in England?
You know, it's okay. It's quite warm at the moment, which is nice.
Yeah, quite warm here as well.
Too warm. A bit too warm here though, because houses are designed to keep in the heat.
And not out.
They haven't discovered AC, I guess, in England yet.
Yeah,
So-
all of Europe, my understanding is Europe really doesn't use AC or even ice and drinks. I'm personally an anti-ice and drinks guy myself, but
I mean,
it's strange.
the Mediterranean uses AC a lot more than
Oh, do they?
north. Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, there's
obviously,
no reason they didn't used to be a reason for it here, of course.
In the 20th century, there was always like the saying of like, especially in regards to like film technology, that Europe's like 10 years behind the US. But the AC's been like in the US for like 100 years at this point, so England's just, they're slow. Marth.
No, I mean,
maybe we just need to, reconquista them and bring AC in. Reverse colonize. Maybe then you'll have AC.
yeah.
Marth. Sheeta, it's finally over. I've made you suffer too. Please accept my apologies. No, I'm the one that ought to apologize. I wasn't any help to you because I died in chapter 5. Don't be silly. I've only come this far because you were by my side, Sheeta. She was not by your side. And besides, the hard part begins now. The 7 kingdoms of Arcadia are to be unified, and everyone expects me to accept the responsibility of the new kingdom. However, there's no way I could handle such a position by myself. Sheeta, I want your assistance. I need you. Marth, let me tell you something. When I left Talos, I made a vow. I swore that I would go wherever you went, and that I'd trust you no matter what happened, even if I die. So no matter how painful the war was, I was able to endure. Because, Marth, Sire, you've done a magnificent job. I'm speechless for words. I'm not reading this guy. He doesn't matter. Are we just gonna talk about every single... Is every character gonna talk again? My throat can't handle all these nobodies talking. Belf? What's a Belf? I don't know. Actually, I like Belf. I'm gonna read him. Robert, Leiden, let's move out. The other two don't matter, though. Robert? Who's a Robert? Dr. Robert? Haha, Beatles reference. Yeah, like, is everyone gonna talk a second time? This is absurd. This is absurd. That's the problem with having such a large cast. Like, I don't know who these people are. Thank you, Suck, for protecting and supporting me. No amount of thanks would be enough. But among the people, your deeds are being told as things I've done alone. Good, as it should be. That will just not do. Once I return to the castle, I'll...
If you allow me, son, I have no need for a name. I want stories told to me.
Suck?
Fire with one hero will be needed. A hero called Prince Marth. Marth won't appear easily.
Are they gonna say it? Are they gonna say the title? Are they gonna name drop the title? Fire Emblem New Mystery, the Emblem Heroes of Light and Shadow. Are they gonna name drop it? Seth, are you still alive? Well, time to add Seth to the death counter. Oh, it's almost as if I still heard an echo of his voice. There we go. Seth Gallus died in the epilogue.
Where has he gone?
I think his internet died. Because I heard a little bit of... Because he was getting quiet. He's kind of getting more and more choppy. Then all of a sudden, like, I heard a little bit of a bit. So, are you there, Seth? If you're there, Seth, please... If you're there, Seth, do the sus soundboard effect, if you can hear me. Hit sus. Hit sus. He's not here. I guess you could read, Cole.
Where are we?
The whole line.
Oh. Alright. What's the voice? It'll just be me.
This is a woman, by the way.
Ah. Nope. In order to have everyone's agreements, a king, everyone recognized a godlike hero is needed.
And that hero must be you, sire, and you alone.
But then, what you've done so far will be...
Even if the world doesn't know, you do, sire, and that's enough for me.
I'm gonna text Seth. Okay, there we go. Oh, I think Seth's back.
Yeah.
Seth,
Yep, there we go.
I added you to the death counter.
No idea what happens to the Wi-Fi there. I shall stay by your side. I shall be your shadow.
Oh,
That's weird.
are we gonna name drop? Come on, I want the name drop. I want them to name drop this game because the name is so stupid. Come on. Suck, you're... Why, I wonder? Ever since we met, I felt a special connection with you. Fate sent you to me. I can't help but think that. Thank you, Suck. Please stay with me. You're my other half. My true friend.
No.
You should be saying that about
No.
your wife. In the original game, I think he did say that about his soon-to-be wife. Wow, they really are the heroes of light and shadow. Why is that text on the gameplay screen? As the long, tragic battle that would later be called the War of Heroes finally came to an end, the Seven Kingdoms were unified under Prince Marth of Altea. And as the United Kingdom of Arcadia was established, an era of peace began. The tales of heroes who took part in this war brought excitement and tears to the later generations. The Chronicle of War of... I can't read. Arcadia War of Heroes. This is a story of love and courage about the young warriors who fought in the continent's fate at stake. Wow. I'm scared to see how bad my records are. Anyway, so yeah, that was the game. Of course, this is the part of the Let's Play where we talk about the game. So Cole, what's your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, it seems great. I know so much about it.
Yeah, you're very knowledgeable. You're like the most knowledgeable person in this game that I know. If I had a webcam on YouTube, I'd go grab my physical copy of this game, but I'm too lazy. Plus, I've already done a video where it's seen, but like, yeah, I own this game, YouTube. I own all the Fire Emblem games. Why am I not playing this on official hardware? Well, I have. I have played it on official hardware because it's really easy to. Because it's really easy to, if you own the game, it's really easy to just get the ROM from there. So, yeah. Like, it's great actually owning all the games, because that means, like, I just get to use them. Even if I'm not playing on official hardware, I'm still using my games. Like, that's how I got Fire Emblem Fates. I got it from my actual cartridge. It's great. It's amazing. This game, it sucks that it didn't actually come to the US. It really does. Because I think this game would have done better than Shadow Dragon. To me, it actually is a wonder why this game did so much worse than Shadow Dragon. Because obviously, like, the Avatar has become a trope in modern Fire Emblem games. It's become extremely popular, and I think removing Avatar characters from modern Fire Emblems will actually hurt sales. Or at least completely removing it completely. I think being able to choose gender of a main character, that'll help. But removing the Avatar completely, I do think would hurt. And casual mode is... You can't do a Fire Emblem game without it. Although, actually I would argue that you can, thanks to the turn wheel mechanic that Shadows of Valentia Onwards has. To me, the turn wheel is a better casual mode. Because it means that instead of just losing a unit and then like, oh, they'll come back next map, it's like, oh, I lost a unit. Let me rewind time so I can learn from my mistakes. So I actually think that's a better mechanic than than the whatever it's called. The casual mode, but I would have never started playing Fire Emblem if casual mode didn't exist. In fact, one of the reasons why I didn't play Fire Emblem 7 after Awakening was no casual mode. It scared me at the time. So, I just find it weird that this game didn't sell better. I guess that's because it's not the prettiest looking game. And I guess it's really, Shadow Dragon not selling well really rippled. This game should have been released in the US though. I think it would have found moderate success in the US because it's a good RPG. It has issues obviously, but it's good. Anyways, it's just funny. During this stat sequence, it's funny because they're all dead. Everyone's dead. They're all dead. I'm gonna count up the death counter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. And then once you add the two generic deaths, 70, and once you add Seth, 71. Yes, Seth must be added to the death total. He's dead. He died. I resurrected him with the alms staff. He died though. Yeah, Seth, how does it feel being the final death of the series?
But I'd say
You're the final death. You're number 71. You know what? The generic deaths don't count, just so I can say that I had 69 deaths. There we go. 69 deaths! Let me quickly yeah, what do you mean generic deaths? There's no generics death counter. I had no generics. No generics died. 69 deaths. So Seth, what's your opinions on the game?
I liked it. Liked quite a few of the characters that were in it.
Nice.
I feel like Chris was a bit more of an actual character than Byleth was.
That's not saying much. And I guess I actually didn't say that earlier. I like Chris more than Byleth. Because Byleth isn't a character. And that annoys me. Because Byleth's so pivotal to all the story beats in Three Houses, yet they don't actually have a character. So it's like, okay, whatever. Chris is obviously integral, but Chris also has a character. So that makes it easier to forgive Chris's shortcomings, because at least I feel like there's a story that they were trying to tell with Chris. Chris doesn't really have much of an arc, but I do think Chris does complement Marth well. I think the story is perfectly fine without Chris. And then in a remake of this game, I think Chris should just become a regular generic soldier that has maybe the occasional relevancy. But I think Chris should just become another thing like Luke. And that's it. I think putting the focus... I think if you really want a second character to put focus on, it should be Sheeta. Not Chris, it should be Sheeta. I think Sheeta should have gotten an increased role in this game. And, I mean, obviously I'm glad she didn't, because then I would have gotten a game over at Chapter 5, because I killed Sheeta on accident. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. Cole, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, was the death of Sheeta. Sheeta and Julian, once those two died, it all went down. It all went downhill. I stopped caring.
Yeah.
That death counter's so long. It's 5 lines. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it. No one's actually seen it but me. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it. And it's underneath the Peter Griffin. That's a lot of deaths. It's insane. Some were intentional, some were not. Most were intentional, some were not.
I was gonna say, it wasn't just some.
For consistency, I actually should change the Chris ones to brackets, because I used parentheses to denote someone dying multiple times in the chapter. But all the Chris never died multiple times in the chapter, so I'm gonna quickly, for parody, change those over to brackets. There we go. Consistency, gamer family, it matters. It matters. Boom. Epic. Epic gamer moment. This really was an epic gamer moment. I wonder if the credits are almost over. Again, there's so many characters in this game. That's like, oh my goodness. Like, oh, I killed Athena in her join chapter? That's cruel. How many chapter... Now I gotta look up. How many maps didn't have a death? 3, 6, 7... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There were only 13 maps in this game that I didn't lose a unit on. I lost a unit on like 2/3 of the maps. How many maps are there in this game? Oh my goodness. This is a bad look. I'm a horrible. Misa bad. Misa very bad at Fire Emblem. Misa horrible. No way. There's no way I did that bad. Is there? I lost a unit on 2/3 of the map, 65%. Huh. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Cool. Anyways, YouTube, gamer family, I think this series has taught me a very valuable lesson. Get help. So do you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna grow. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna improve. Next time I play this game, I'm gonna kill even more people. I actually do want to do a generic orderly run of this game eventually, because I think it would be really fun. So next time, maybe I will genuinely kill everyone. And look at that, only 160 battles? That's actually really low compared to what I thought. Wow, how many did Marth have? Less. But I think that's actually more wins. I don't know. Crazy. The heroes of shadow and light. Beautiful. Well, unless anybody has anything else they want to say, it's done. We're done. This is over. It's all over.
I don't think I do.
Well,
I think so.
it's over, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Go away, gamer family. Bye-bye. 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 See you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.